What is going on, guys? MJ2005 Gundam here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Gundam Factory exclusive 1:144th scale Gundam High Mobility type from the Gundam Factory. Based on their lore, this is an upgrade derived from the enhancement plans for the Gundam stored in an AI while quote-unquote returning to origin with the RX-78F00 paint job. From overpaying for this kit, you get a grand total of 8 runners, a small sticker sheet, and a marking sheet. 5 of the runners are from the original RX-78F00 kit, including the beams and polycaps, while 3 of them are completely new to this kit. Despite being classified without a grade, the build is your standard high-grade affair, low complexity and quick assembly with the need to exercise caution around the dark part, despite being advertised to not need any paint, glues, or nippers. It doesn't reinvent the wheel per se, but I still find the build process to be rather enjoyable. All snapped together, and the Gundam High Mobility type sports an impressive look. Being a full reuse of the original RX-78F00 kit, the faithful proportions and dense surface detail are to be expected. In fact, the reason why I'm turned off from the original kit is that there is too much surface detail, which thankfully is not as in your face thanks to the black parts and the new chest and leg armor, both of which have a reasonable amount of detail to keep the aesthetics consistent. On top of the extra bulk of the armor buffing up the scrawny look of the original kit, one thing I do like is the ankle armor, as they bury the details that were present on the Proto Gundam instead of being a lazy, recolored new part, which do add to the aesthetics of the unarmored form, making it the closest thing that we'd ever get of a 1:144th scale RX-78F00 kit. Stickers aren't too numerous either, with those necessary being on the eyes, head sensors, and the chevron on the crotch. There are red and green ones for the navigation lights on the shoulders and knees, but you can omit those if you want to. As for touching it up, there are a number of sections that need grey paints to 100% represent the moving statue, and the panel lining should keep you occupied for some time. But if you don't want to do any of that, the kit will still look satisfactory out the box. Articulation starts with a double ball jointed head that suffers from no limitations, even with the chest armor on. The arms are on a swing up polycap to push the arm raise past 90 degrees, while the shoulders can roll and rotate. There's an arm swivel, double jointed elbows, and ball jointed wrists. Only front crunches are achievable, while there is a full waist rotation. Front and side skirts can move, the legs can do the funky dance, only front kicks allowed, and full-size splits are barely achievable. There's a thigh swivel, double jointed knees that are not affected by the armor, moving ankle guard, and hinged ball jointed feet with mediocre range of movement. Finally, the big boosters on the backpack can swivel. Altogether, articulation isn't groundbreaking, but aside from the feet and abs leaving more to be desired, the rest is quite good, be it armor on or off. Accessories start with a pair of holding hands, open hands, and a right trigger finger hand. There are also panels on the forearms you need to remove to access the concealed hardpoints. The weapons are also standard, featuring the beam sabers with color separated beam emitters and included beams, the standard beam rifle with a movable scope and foregrip, and the shield with a movable handle, adjustable handle module, and backpack storage if you remove the big boosters. They're fairly unspectacular but function just fine. The one new weapon is what I'm assuming is called the twin beam rifle. They didn't even bother to give it an official name, composing of a black gun section, bluish handle, and with no yellow scope. It goes into the trigger finger hand and plugs into the handle and forearm for secure use. Otherwise, it's double the power for a fraction of the size. As for leftovers, they're all essentially color swapped parts from the ones used on the actual kit, so you can mix and match parts if you do not like the RX-78F00 colors. In conclusion, I will say suit yourself when deciding whether you want this kit or not, in no small part thanks to the need to overpay for this kit thanks to its exclusivity. It's by no means Forever Gundam or H14 Glanza levels of difference, but is distinct enough to be treated as its own separate identity, with no major flaws to take away from that aspect. Looking past the standard stuff, the 1/144th scale High Mobility Gundam is a great looking kit that can be displayed in two forms, while featuring a high grade-esque build enjoyable by anyone in the hobby, and decent articulation supported by a solid structure. Plus, if you want to get a version of the RX-78F00 that separates itself from the Granddaddy Gundam, this is the one to get. And that's all for me. Thank you for watching, drop a like and comment if you did enjoy the video, subscribe for more content like this, and feel free to follow me on social media with the links down below. That said, take it easy, stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out guys, bye bye.